Hey, my dear students. So, we are going to study a new story, that is The Adventures of Toto, and it is chapter 2 from the textbook Moments. Monkeys always fascinates us with their resemblance to humans, the way of holding foods and chewing, carrying baby monkeys and jumping around, sitting around and grooming. They are really smart. So we are studying a new humorous and adventurous story of a naughty monkey named Toto. And the story is The Adventures of Toto, and it's written by Ruskin Bond. Let's have a quick look about Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Landour, Missouri, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dera, his novel in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Ruskin Bond is famous for his novels, children's fiction, non-fiction, and essays. Some of his famous works include The Room on the Roof, it's a novel, and The Cherry Tree. The story narrates the adventures that followed after the narrator's grandfather, who was an animal lover, brought Toto, a monkey. So in this short story, The Adventures of Toto, we had primarily got 4 characters. First is a narrator who is narrating this whole story to us. Let's assume that he is a little boy. And then we have got narrator's grandfather, who is a pet lover, and narrator's grandmother, who doesn't like so many pets as grandfather does. Then we have our central character, our mischievous Toto, the monkey. The Toto was bought from a Tonga driver by the grandfather. The story begins with grandfather buying Toto from a Tonga driver for 5 rupees. Toto was pretty and looked so out of place that grandfather decided to add him to his private zoo. How was Toto pretty? Toto had bright eyes, sparkling with mischief, pearly white teeth, quick and wicked fingers, and a gracious tail, which served as a third hand for Toto. The smile of Toto was cute and frightened elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. Altogether, all these qualities made him pretty. But the grandfather was, however, afraid of grandmother. Why? Because she did not like grandfather bringing home these pets. So narrator and grandfather brought Toto home and decided to keep him a secret from grandmother. And this Toto was extremely mischievous. The narrator at one point in the story says that if there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. That much he was mischievous. Toto, on his first day, ripped open the peg to which he was tied. Peg is a short pin or bolt used to tie or hang things. On his first day, Toto ripped open this peg and shredded the narrator's blazer and tore up the wallpaper that grandfather had chosen for the wall. On the first day itself, he ripped open the peg, shredded the narrator's blazer, and tore up the wallpaper. So, Toto was then transferred to a big cage in the servants' quarters where grandfather's other pets lived. All his other pets lived very sociably together. And this grandfather had got a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tamed squirrel, and the narrator's pet goat was also there. However, Toto wouldn't allow any of those pets sleep at night. He would make constant sounds and he would chatter loudly. On the next day, grandfather had to leave Dehradun to collect his pension in Sharanpur. So he is leaving to Sharanpur to collect his pension. To avoid further problems caused by Toto, grandfather decided to take Toto along with him. To carry Toto, grandfather used a big black canvas kit bag, as you can see in this picture, with some straw at the bottom. Since Toto could not get his hands through the opening and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through, he would often jump inside the bag. He could not come out, so what he did, he often jumped inside the bag, making the bag roll about on the floor of the Dehradun Railway's platform. Toto remained in the bag till Saharanpur, but at the railway turnstile, what is a turnstile? So this is a turnstile. It's a mechanical gate consisting of revolving horizontal arms fixed to a vertical post, allowing only one person at a time to pass through. So, at this Saharanpur railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and scared the ticket collector. The ticket collector thought Toto was a dog and said to grandfather, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." Grandfather tried to prove that it's a monkey and not a dog. But Toto was classified as a dog and grandfather was charged 3 rupees. Grandfather was disappointed, and in order to take revenge for ticket collector, he took out his pet tortoise from his pocket. He asked if he was supposed to buy a ticket for the squirrel too. Ticket collector took a closer look at it and says he do not have to pay a bill for the squirrel as it did not fall in the category of a dog. Grandmother finally accepted Toto and gave him a comfortable home at the stable. His companion was their family donkey, Nana. However, when grandfather came to stable to make sure that Toto was comfortable, grandfather saw Nana struggling because Toto had jumped on Nana's head and bitten her ears. Toto loved the warm baths that grandmother prepared for him. It was a great treat for him. He would expertly check the temperature of the water and then enter into the bathtub 1 foot at a time, and then he would soak and sop himself. Once he almost boiled himself because he did not realize that the kettle was still on the fire. He was saved by grandmother, who pulled him out of the kettle just in time. One day, grandmother had made pulao. When everyone entered the dining room, they saw Toto sitting on the table, stuffing himself with rice. He threw a plate at the grandmother, who had screamed at him. He also threw a glass of water at one of the narrator's aunts. Then Toto jumped out of the window with a dish of pulao. He climbed all the way up the jackfruit tree and ate all the rice while everyone watched. Finally, to take revenge on grandmother who had screamed at him, Toto threw the dish down the tree and laughed when it broke into pieces. This incident made everyone, especially grandfather, realize that they could not keep Toto for long. He was not the sort of pet they could keep longer. He was becoming very expensive for them to keep because he kept destroying things. He was throwing down things and tearing everything. So grandfather took Toto back to the Tonga driver and sold Toto for 3 rupees. He bought Toto for 5 rupees and he sold it back to the Tonga driver for the 3 rupees. Thank you, students. Hope you have enjoyed this story. Please do read the story twice and try to answer the question.